Welcome back to Fabricating Awesome Stuff. In today's episode, we're going to route and trim the mixture cable, so you'll get to see how that works. Also, I installed the fuel line from the gascolator to the aero injector. So let me know what you think in the comments. Also, remember to like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of these updates. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and thanks for watching. We have the mixture cable installed in the instrument panel here. But of course the cable itself is far too long, much longer than it needs to be. And so we're going to need to trim it to fit the aero injector. So if we go around on the firewall side, you can see that this is the mixture cable coming through the firewall, and it's far longer than it needs to be. So we're going to need to have it come around and go through this hole right here and to the mixture control. Now that means I'm going to have to trim this whole cable, but I want to trim the internal cable and the outside casing separately, because if I try to cut them both at the same time, I'll probably cut the internal cable too short, or maybe nick it or something like that. So we don't want that to happen. So the first step is I'm going to go ahead and remove the internal cable from the casing. So we'll go back over here, and we go ahead and just remove this cable and just pull it on out. You can see it's pretty long. Okay, this mixture cable now is just a hollow casing. The internal cable's been removed. So I'm just going to go ahead and insert it in the retainer part of the aero injector. And we're going to go ahead and just push it on in until we get it to about the length we need it to be. So we want to have a nice gentle curve here, which would be about like this, which would be about right here is about where we want the casing to end. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, get a good mark on this. That's where we want it cut off. Now we're going to cut off this excess cable. Pull this excess cable back out. Don't need that anymore. Now we're going to reinstall the mixture cable into the housing so that we'll know how much to trim off of it. So we'll just go ahead and push it in. Just push it all the way in. Okay, so that's all the way in. Come around to the front. You can see there's a substantial amount that's going to have to be cut off. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and insert this into the AeroVee, and there is a control arm. Go ahead and insert it in the control arm and just pull it through until it's all the way, and then we'll trim it to the proper length. There we go. And we'll just keep pushing it through. And then we'll be able to tell how much we need to trim off. We'll go ahead and continue with the cable going through the retainer. Push it in. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now that we have the cable in place here, I'm going to go ahead and tighten the set screw on the housing to hold it securely in place. Okay, that's good. And then as I pull this mixture arm forward towards me, that's the idle cutoff position. And we need to have the full open position, full rich, is 90 degrees from that position. So it's about right there, kind of straight off from the corner of the AeroVee. So I'll go ahead and tighten that set screw on the mixture cable itself to hold it in place, and then we'll look at everything again a little closer. Okay, looks good. Here's a close-up of what we've been doing. The cables are coming through the firewall with these stainless steel eyeball flanges, keep the firewall fireproof. And then they come down in a nice gentle curve to the aero injector. As you can see, it's going through to the mixture arm. There's an angle, another angle underneath, so you can see the mixture arm and the cable going through the arm there for adjustment purposes. And then the fuel line is coming from the gascolator and coming around and attaching to the aero injector. So there we have it. The mixture cable has been installed and adjusted, and the fuel line is now attached to the aero injector. So as usual, let me know what you think in the comments. And remember to like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of these updates. Thanks for watching.